You're live.
Woo!
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
Hi, friends. Come on in.
What's up, party peeps?
How was your weekend, everybody? So we come on live just a couple minutes before we start class, just like in the studio when you come in, lay your mat down and get all your things ready. So we have about 3 more minutes to start, but we just want to say hi. So make sure you pop in and tell us that you're watching this morning, and we will shout out your name. I shouted out my niece one time. She goes, "I felt like a rock star."
Oh, you are a rock star.
Ah, that's so fun. All right.
And if you're in here, let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, most importantly. And then about the music, make sure you turn on Spotify, and the playlist is on there. You can follow along. The first song is a silent song, so it just gives us pause to start class. Did you know that there's like a silent?
How do you find that?
It's just called silent track.
Interesting.
So if you know you're going to pause in class, like for child's pose or something, you put the silent track in there.
That's interesting.
So it's actually a song of 2 minutes and something, and you won't hear anything.
Hey, from Cheryl and Bailey. Hi, Cheryl and Bailey.
Oh, hi, friends. Hi, Ann. We're so glad we're doing this too. I'm so excited.
Take Gayle flow.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be here at 9:30. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the studio, but for today I am. And then we have lots of live classes, so make sure that you're watching on our social media, and then I'll tell you all the different drops and all the different classes. What's great is you can take classes from people in Kansas City, Des Moines, if that's not from where you're from. We're excited. Hi, Laura. Oh, I miss you. I'm glad you're here. We can practice together. Virtual hugs. All right, friends, we got a couple more minutes. Good morning, Heidi. Get all your things ready. This practice is a lot in the low back right away, so be careful if you have something going on with your low back. Take it nice and easy, and I don't know when you woke up, so if you are a little bit stiff, just take it nice and easy. But if you're warmed up and ready to go, then we'll be great. What else?
I don't know.
What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Me and my mom finished a puzzle, and when I say me and my mom, I mean mostly her because I only put 7 pieces in, and it had 500 pieces.
All the moms high five.
I was like, "Mom, you couldn't do this without me," and she's like, "Every piece counts."
What was it of?
It was a bear and some like flowers and some butterflies. Yeah,
That's so cute.
Yep.
What else?
What else did I do? Take Luna for a couple walks. Did a couple classes. Cleaned out my car.
Oh, wow, that's good.
I know, I needed it really bad.
Women have dirty cars. I know this.
Just 'cause I like live in it.
Yeah.
And then I just all accumulates in there, and I'm like, oh wow. What'd you do?
Nothing. I just stayed at home, cooked.
There you go.
I feel like I cook like breakfast, lunch, dinner every freaking day.
I told my parents, I was like, I feel like we've run the dishwasher so many times since we've all been home.
Yeah.
So we're not like going to Panera or.
I know, that's the thing. But I'm making cookies every day or bread. I made monkey bread the other day.
Ooh.
Cinnamon rolls and cookies.
Hi, Megan.
Well, I consider a Nidra class. Actually, yes, it will be coming up next week. Michelle told me I'm doing some restore classes next week, so
Amazing.
look for that. I think Sunday we'll be doing some yin and nidra, and then what's nice is I'll do them from my house, and I have all my sound healing stuff at home. So bonus, if I teach from the house, you get to hear all my sound healing. Hi, Julie. Oh, it's 9:30. Want to start? 9:31. Okay, so turn on the music in about 30 seconds. So usually when you see us go to the back of the room, we're putting our music on. That is your cue to start the sound. You're so dramatic. I love it.
I was very animated.
I know. Okay, ready everybody with your music and go. Okay, so we're gonna start on the belly today. Come on down to your stomach. And you can crisscross your forearms, so put your forehead on your forearms, and you can just come down. Give yourself just a few moments just to relax the body into the earth. Feel what it's like to have your body on the earth. The tops of the feet. The distance from your ankle to your knee. The distance of your thigh bone. Let it be heavy. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. Sometimes in that low back we do. So imagine just releasing all the tensions in the low back. Feel the pelvic bowl just start to release all the tensions it's been holding. The belly completely relaxed. Feel from the sternum across, spread, shoulders. And then pick up your head and turn it the other way if you're on an ear. If you're just looking down, leave it there. Maybe you can hear your breath echo back. So the breath is prana, is moving prana, I should say. So the prana is the universal life force. Some say it's the divine in us. So this is a practice of you finding your divinity. Or if you don't like that word, you can use another word. Okay, so what do you have to offer for your practice today as a devotion? A devotion to this universal energy that's moving through you. And you can apply any word there. So maybe allow the breath to become a little bit deeper and more full. Maybe that place of resistance can start to back away. Setting an intention is paramount into our yoga asana practice. That's what sets this apart from any other exercise, is your intention. So think of what you have to offer today. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pop yourself into Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows onto the mat, right in line with your shoulders. If this is a little bit too much compression in your low back, walk your elbows forward a little bit. You can even clasp your opposite elbow. See how that feels. If there's tension in the butt cheeks, see if you can let that go and relax. Draw your chin in just a little bit if you feel like you're dumping out all your Pez candy. If you were a Pez dispenser, tuck your chin in just a little bit. Push up to the back of the skull. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll onto your right hip. Pull your right knee up into the chest and then bring your right knee underneath you and then lay back onto your right thigh. You can do this with the knee bent or you can straighten the leg. Do the best you can. You're not forcing anything. It's early still in the morning. Not sure when you woke up or what's going on in your low back. But just close your eyes and listen to the breath. Maybe the words of this song will start to inspire you. It's good to be alive today. This is a yin posture. So we're not working the muscles at all. Let the muscles relax. You might even feel some guarding, some holding there. Can you just give it some space? Listen to the breath, in and out through the nose. The incoming is the breath of life. Like when you were first born, it's the first thing you did, right? That's the prana, moving energy, wisdom through the body. On the breath out is apana. helping you to remove the things that you don't need. Take about 5 or 6 or 7 more breaths here. See if you can equal out the breath. Not so much ujjayi just yet. But just a nice full deep breath. Prop yourself up onto your elbows. Pull your right knee back in. And then other side. And you might feel that pause. You might even make a noise. I think I heard some of you. Oh, right? Yeah, you can make that noise. That release is the apana, is that energy that's escaping that you don't need anymore. Notice how this side is different, maybe a warmth, maybe a coolness. One side is more masculine than the other side. Take that time here just to notice. So yin is a perfect balance to yang. So yang is the power, the fast, the muscle, the movement. Yin is the more subtle. So as you take this time for yourself with your intention, your offering, that subconscious hears everything that you're doing. You know, our subconscious is very, very important, obviously. And it hears everything we do. It pays attention to the TV shows you watch. It pays attention to the things you read. And it takes us on, and if we consume too much of this negative thing going on, then of course we respond to the negative. If you can take time to slow down, to find a way to become a little bit more peaceful, then we crave more of that peace, resilience. This is health. Another breath or two here. This anicca, this transformation of yoga will start to show up off of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, return back to Sphinx pose. Oh, there's that noise. How was that? Woo. Tuck all of your toes under. So right from here, you can tuck your toes. You can look back off your right shoulder to make sure the toes are underneath the heels, and look off your left shoulder. You might even feel a little bit of shift in your spine there as you come back to neutral. Find forearm plank from here. Nobody wants to hear that right now. Pull your low ribs off the floor, your hips, your thighs, and then your knees. Drop one knee down to the floor, pick it up, and then drop the other knee now without shifting the hips from side to side. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Come back to Sphinx pose. I know nobody wanted to do that. You're like, I'm so relaxed. What just happened? I know, but I want you to feel where that fire is. Again, we talked about it before. There's no cage here. So when you come up again, lift your belly, lift your hips, lift your thighs, your knees back to forearm plank. You can take that, toggle your knees back and forth here. Tuck your chin in again. Have your chin coming closer to your collarbone, and then come back down. Lower your knees, your thighs, your hips. You didn't have to stay there long, but I want you to find that inner strength, that place, that's your will, your determination. Before class, we were talking about cooking a lot. We find comfort in that. That's something we can control. So that's something that, you don't want to let go too much of. Do you know what I'm saying? I know. Monkey bread. Okay, when you're ready, one more time. Tuck your toes, lift your belly, lift your thighs. Yeah. forearm plank. Draw your chin in just a little bit. Push up through the back of the skull. Last breath here. Lower all the way down back onto your belly. Stretch your arms long, Danda Pranam. So as you reach long, place the palms to touch. Pinky fingers come in towards each other. Shoulders pull away. And think about that offering you have, Danda Pranam. It's an offering. Bring yourself to tabletop pose when you're ready. Hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide. Consciously place your pointer fingers facing the front to the mat. Let the rest of the fingers just spread out wherever they need to go. Walk your hands just slightly in front of your shoulders. Find your bandhas now. Your pelvic floor, low belly. This keeps that energy moving, that prana within you moving. Hips are right above the knees. Exhale. Inhale to high plank. Just shift forward out without moving your feet. Exhale, down dog, up and back. So the placement of your hands in tabletop, in high plank, in down dog, don't change. They're the same. Exhale. Find that again. Inhale to high plank without moving your hands or feet. Exhale, bring the knees underneath your hips to tabletop. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Do this one more time. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, set the knees down, tabletop. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let go of any tension holding in your neck or your head. From here, step your right foot forward about 1 foot length. Just right foot, just 1 foot length. Good. And then as you inhale, reach your left leg, three-legged dog with your left leg. As you exhale, bend your left knee, bring your knee behind your right knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, bring it behind the right knee. Good. Inhale to reach up. Exhale one more time. Now, as you release and straighten your leg, bring your left foot to the outside of your right foot and walk your hands back to your feet. So left foot is behind the right foot. Walk or send your hips towards your right and walk your hands to the left. There you go. Feel that? Shift, shoulders on the back. If you're using blocks, you can put them underneath your hands. Breathe into all the tight places. Come back to center. Keep your legs crossed and then walk back to high plank pose. Reach your left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Oh, there we go. Great news. Other side, step your left foot forward, just about a half a foot or a foot. Inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. Exhale 3 times, knee behind knee. Press into your hands. Pull the outer armpits in, and you can feel this length across the whole front of your chest. Press the hips high, step your foot back behind the other one, walk your hands back. Lean your hips to one side, walk over to the other. Oh, yeah. How's that feeling, Julie, Kim, Lori, Megan, Ann, Laura, Heidi? Hi, everybody. How's that feel? Make sure you're doing this to feel amazing today. This is your work. Consume the peace, consume your offering, consume the prana you've been given. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Come back forward. Remember, go back to the high plank with the legs crossed and then the three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. See how you feel there. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step between your feet. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Spread across the sternum, spread across the collarbone. Exhale, fold in, give yourself a hug. 3 rounds of sun A. Inhale, rise up. Mountain pose, hands touch over the head. Exhale, for this one, bring your hands to Samasthiti, tuck your chin. Remind yourself of your offering today. Maybe you didn't set an offering. World peace is a very easy thing to achieve. Find something. 3 rounds of sun A. Inhale, mountain, look up. Exhale, bow forward, look, gaze past your knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank to prone. Step the feet back, lower slow to the floor. You can always bend your knees. Inhale, low cobra. Pick up the head, open up the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now at home, of course, you can be taking anything you want to. That's always the case in the studio as well. But just enjoy this. Go as slow as you need to. Maybe they're super fast sun A's. We only have 2 more with the breath. When you're ready, look forward. Step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Follow your own breath. Ujjayi's kicking in now, fold in. Inhale, mountain, hands touch over the head. Exhale, bow forward. Come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can keep that breath as long, the exhale as long as the inhale. There's no rush at all. Take your time. Notice if there's tension in your neck. If you're getting distracted, come back to your practice. Come back to your intention. 1 more round. So it's about 10 postures, 5 breaths. Downward facing dog in about 3 breaths. There's no rush. See, what do you avoid when you're at home? I know what I avoid. I already figured that out by doing all the Power Life live videos with other teachers. It's core. Inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot through between your hands, lower your back knee. Crescent moon, rise up. So you're on your back knee here. Your left knee stays underneath your left hip. Bandhas engaged. Pelvic floor lifts. Bathroom muscles lift into the belly. Draw the low belly in. Keep your right hand right into your right hip crease. Put your thumb right into your right hip crease. Raise your left arm up. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Take a lateral bend over to the right side. Just a few deep breaths, but work for length through the rib cage. Okay, so lengthen away, low ribs from the hips, mid ribs from the low ribs, upper ribs away. Exhale. Inhale, return back, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Keep your right hand, thumb right inside the right hip crease. Breathe in, and then gently twist from your belly and your rib cage. Breathe in from your belly, your rib cage, and then the shoulders to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out your belly, your rib cage, then maybe even your chin off the right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale, return back, left knee's on the floor. Bring your hands to the floor. Inhale to a half split. You might need to kick your right foot forward a little bit. Keep your left knee underneath your left hip. Point or flex the toes. Find whatever you need. Deep, full breaths, shoulders out of the ears. I see you there. Chest reaches forward, so pull your heart towards your toes. There you go. Breathe in. Breathe out into a lunge, off your back knee, set it free. You can always do this from tabletop if it's not downward facing dog. Whatever you need today. Great news, you got the whole other side. So from tabletop or down dog, raise your left leg, step it through between the hands. Take a few breaths to bring yourself back to crescent moon. Take the challenge to perhaps close your eyes. Can you move with that wisdom that designed you, that's kind of making you sway from side to side, that's trying to keep your balance? Left thumb right into the left hip crease, reach your right arm up, take your lateral bend. What is this wisdom? This is what yoga, how I understand yoga, to connect with that wisdom that beats your heart all night long, that breathes your lungs, that's helping you find balance here. Exhale. Inhale, come back up, and then your twist. Left thumb stays in the left hip crease. Breathe and reach up through the rib cage. Exhale, turn. Right hand can go to the outside of the right knee. You can push your left knee into your right hand and your right hand into the left knee. Are you dumping on the inner arch of the foot? Are you pressing too hard on the back foot? Maybe the toes are tucked. What's your head doing? Exhale. Inhale, return. Exhale, frame your foot with your hands. Inhale, half split. A few breaths here. Oh, nice stretch. Breathe across the hamstrings. Bring your chin tuck back in. I always say close the drawer, like you're closing the silverware drawer. It's a soft close. Pull it back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find your way back to downward facing dog in your way. Nice deep full breaths. Sun salutation, letter B. We want to move a little bit quicker this time, working the cardio. Okay, your breath is going to be moving quicker, your lungs, but still full and deep breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop between your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Stay for a few breaths. Your toes up, lift the inner arch. Feel the outer knees push out, but pull the inner knees in, pull the outer hips in. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your straight legs. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, chaturanga if you're taking it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips raise. Inhale, float the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. A little different sun B, still the same postures. Inhale, reverse warrior. Plug your back heel down. Push the outer right knee out towards your pinky toe. And then as you find the length through the side bodies, keep that. Breathe in. If you need to tease it a little bit of tick-tock, elbow to knee a few times. Inhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. These are all options for your body. I tend to get bored in sun salutation letter B because I know what's coming and I know why I'm doing it. And I don't really want to work cardio. Exhale, look down to your right fingertips. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. But it's poses like this, poses like the warrior. What is that silent offering the warrior has? Is it distraction? Is it boredom? Can you tap into something? Breathe in, breathe out. No chaturanga. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog is my way to avoid a chaturanga. Exhale, down dog, but you're still getting core strength. Raise your left leg. Exhale, bring it all the way through to a low lunge. Rainbow all the way up to reverse warrior. Stay and breathe. What do you notice here? Rachel, you're getting shout outs. Breathe in. Exhale, tick-tock a couple times, only if you need it. I like that flow there, and then move into extended side angle. Remember, extended side angle, your hips push away from your shoulders, but keep your shoulders down onto the back. Now, what I think is really important is when you look down on the exhale here to your left fingertips and you raise that up, that drishti comes up. That's it. I think that's why she said it was, you're a beast, Megan. You're a beauty too. You can almost see, like, you can feel it, right? Not only in Rachel, but yourself. You can feel that emanating power coming from you. Breathe in, breathe out, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach up on purpose. Exhale, down dog. Now, as you flow this, 2 more rounds. If you want that chaturanga, take it. If you want to skip it, skip it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, land between your hands. Watch this. So light. Yes, halfway lift. Fold and follow your own breath here. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows before you land. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. With purpose, push up. Find some healthy resistance there as the three-legged dog happens. Hold the core in when you come up. Just like when you were in forearm plank. Did you skip that part? I hope you did it. Keep tuning into that power within you in your solar plexus. Good, left side. And then one more round. If you're not feeling it, child's pose is always a beautiful, compassionate way to take care of yourself. One more round. Hear your breath, consciously breathing. Pranayama. Prana is that universal life force within you that you're acknowledging through your yoga practice. And yama means to extend. Extend that prana. Extend an offering. Extend away to complete something. To start something new. Good. Into plank pose. Step your feet together as you exhale. Side plank coming up. You knew that this was about to happen. Left hand underneath the left shoulder. Pull the right arm up to the sky. And always kind of drop the back knee. You can lift your top leg. Where are you today? Breathe in. And then just transition to the other side. Make sure you're doing it with the breath. The exhale generally brings us down to the earth. The inhale generally brings us up towards the heavens. Pick up the head. Good. Lower down to the knees. I like that you're doing it again. Do it one more time. Oh, Rachel's giving a little challenge. Good. Lower the knees down to the floor. Swing your legs out in front of you. Roll out to your wrists. If they were moving around, you can always interlace your hands and make a little bit of circles. So Dandasana is a seated staff pose. You hear Chaturanga Dandasana. Chatur is four, Anga is ankle. Danda is staff. So we're not in Chaturanga, we're in Dandasana. So just staff pose. Legs are strong, hands alongside you, sit up nice and tall, raise your heart up. So express across from the sternum all the way. So spine is nice and strong here. Bow pose 3 times. I like to know how many times it's coming. It's coming 3 times. Bend your knees, bring your toes to the floor. Okay, you can stay right here and just start to feel this lift through your chest. You can lift your feet up off the floor. This is the first round. Tuck your chin back into the drawer. Good, Bandha is really important. Good, breathe in. Breathe out as you cross your shin in front of the other. Place your hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees and push your hands into the floor. Lift your butt. Good. Next time, maybe you can pick up your feet too. Inhale, boat pose, second time. Exhale, pull your knees to your chest. Inhale, find some length. Do this a few times. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, low boat. You got it. One more time, tuck the chin in. Exhale, curl in, hands to the floor, cross the opposite shin down. Press your hands down. If you can pick up your feet, pick up your feet, pick up your butt. Good. Third time, boat pose. You did so good. Lift all the way up. It's because she's doing all these classes live with all of us. Cross your left shin over the right, and with your left hand, reach for the outer edge of your right foot. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, just a gentle twist to the right. Turn from your rib cage, your shoulders. Your gaze is the last thing. Don't avoid this. Stay with the breath. Feel the length of the spine here. We move the spine in every direction so far. Twist and lateral bends. Exhale. Inhale, come back, flexion and extension. Take your right shin over the left. With the right hand, reach to the outside of the left foot. Sit up tall. Turn from your belly, your rib cage, your shoulders, then your head. Exhale. Return back to center, forehead to your knees. Lift your butt up, lift your feet up if you can. Lolasana. Lovely. Come on down. Reverse tabletop. Hands come back behind you. Fingertips face the front of the mat. Raise your hips. Knees stay right above the ankles. Shoulders are right over the feet. So if it's okay for your neck, you can drop your head back. If it's not, look forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower the butt down. So you just did a lot of core work, right? So you worked the body. This is the counter pose, the front body. Now we work the back body. Okay, if you don't really feel anything in reverse tabletop, try this next thing out. Are you ready? Inhale, lift yourself up. Good. Extend your right leg forward. Lift it up off the floor. Good. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Nope, just your leg. How's that? She's breathing. Exhale, right foot down, other side. Take your left leg long. Little bit. So you really feel this in the back. Did you feel it in the back of the legs, the butt? Exhale. Inhale to lifted table, reverse tabletop, I should say. Exhale, come down. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. How's that? Did you feel it? Did you feel it? I did that today. I was like, what is this? It works. Okay, last time, reverse tabletop. Hands flat, lift your hips. Maybe the hands can go sideways or towards the back of the mat. Now hold the right leg out in front of you. Keep the ankle in line with your hip. Good. Reach into the hands. Feel the fingers spread out with this energy, and then just change sides. Keep the hips aligned with each other. There you go. So you're just making an extension of the table. Anybody have a dining room table with a leaf? Oh, that was a good analogy. Breathe in. Come on down, give yourself a hug. Now we have an arm balance practice. If you want to go into crow pose, you can go into crow pose. If you want to go Bhuja Padasana, you can just bring yourself up into a yoga squat. So from a yoga squat, you can go into crow pose if that's your jam. I like Bhuja Padasana. I fell 3 times this morning doing this. I also fell yesterday. So lean back onto your hands. You can cross the ankles. It's a shoulder press. You press your shoulders down into your wrists, and you lift your feet up off the floor. And then there's a great chance you can fall right back down. So you can try that. Press your ankles and press from your shoulders into your hands. There you go. And then meet a downward facing dog in about 5 breaths. Yeah, then you go to firefly. Yeah. Aww. She makes it look so easy. Downward facing dog. So find that flow again. What we just did. Inhale, take the right leg high. We're going to add on. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. So push down through the back heel. Just draw your back heel back. Imagine your back heel has a Ziploc bag, and we're starting from the bottom of the heel, and we're closing that zipper all the way up. You feel that in the back chain of the body? Breathe in. Breathe out, vertical twist to your right. So again, your right hand can go into your right thumb. You can reach your left arm forward. Reach your right arm back. Now, I made this pose up. I don't know what it's called. I call it expanded crescent. Your right hand stays back behind you. And just like Vanna White, take your left arm across the horizon. Keep your right hand there. It's a big heart opener. So I know a lot of teachers are watching this too. I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's called, let me know. I call it expanded crescent. Breathe in. Breathe out, low lunge, hands to the floor. Inhale, back to your flow. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, low lunge. There's a chance for a bind here. Inhale, side plank to the right. So I watched Lindsay's class yesterday. She did this beautiful expression of this bind. You can do here, breathe in, exhale, take your way back to downward facing dog for the other side. So there's always chaturangas there, up dogs, 10 push-ups, whatever you need. Left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Stay and breathe. Again, tap into that wisdom here that's moving through you. Left heel pulls into the earth and back towards your right heel. But reach your right heel away. Soften the front ribs. Biceps around the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Vertical twist to your left. Chance always available to drop your right knee to the floor. Squeeze the shoulders onto the back to press your heart forward. Maybe a little bit of encouragement there. Find one place to stare at if you're looking at your dog or looking around. You're probably going to fall over. Leave your left hand there. Exhale. Right arm draws across the horizon. Look at this beautiful heart wide open. Don't let go, Jack. Call it. What was her name? Rose.
Rose.
And you have rose colors on today. Breathe in. Breathe out, low lunge, hands to the floor. Spin your back heel, reverse warrior. Exhale the side angle. Inhale to warrior two. Find that drishti there. Exhale, low lunge. Set yourself up for side plank. You can always drop your knee. Wild thing is always there if you're going for that. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga or not. You'll flow that one time. I'll call it out. You find your own. Exhale. Inhale, right leg floats. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, expand it. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, low lunge, maybe a toe lock. Inhale, side plank. Oh, beautiful. Exhale, chaturanga or not. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Your exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Twist left. Expand it. Low lunge. You know it now. We'll add on at the end. After you finish this left side, we'll flow that one more time and we'll just add on. So inhale, right leg floats high. When you are ready, there's no rush, low lunge. Crescent. Vertical twist. Keep the bandhas engaged. Inhale, expand it. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reverse. You feel the mechanics of the energy here going in all directions. It's almost like Tai Chi meditation and movement. Good, one more time. I screwed up. Let's finish the left side. I was watching Rachel. I'm just like, oh, she's so lovely and long. I forgot to add on. That's okay. That's the thing. You want people to like imagine like somebody was watching you and go, yeah, I want to be doing that. We find our own expression and that expression comes out where you're like, that, I'll have what she's having. Downward facing dog. Just step your right foot forward. Warrior two on an inhale. Exhale. Triangle pose. Inhale, pull the right leg straight, reach forward and come down. Find as much length as you can through the side body. There you go. That self-assist is always nice. You can reach your top arm across the body, reach long through the bottom side, and then reach a little bit longer. Half moon, if you like to, move, flow into it, bend your right knee. If you're using a block or a book, step it forward. You can come up to star. If you're not doing that, from here, land lightly back, find warrior two. Good, breathe in, breathe out, just change sides, maybe a switch kick or two, just to switch your left foot forward. You want to keep that heat happening in the body. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Good, let it float right into your half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Land lightly, find your warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out, downward facing dog. Lower down to the knees, find child's pose just for a moment. Relax your wrists. Notice the quality of energy here. Conscious breath. Yogi Bhajan said, if there's anything divine in you, it's your breath. How many do we let go that we don't pay attention to? Some cultures believe that when you're born, it's not what's predetermined is how many breaths you have. Your life is measured in breaths. It's already consciously determined how many breaths you have, not what age you'll get to, how many breaths. Bring yourself to tabletop, find a little sahaja movement, some movement that feels organic. Just moving around, rolling around. Bring yourself back to tabletop, bandhas engaged. Inhale. Exhale, spinal balance. Reach out with your left heel, reach out with your right arm. Really not a lot of weight in the hand that's down. Reach yourself out of the wrist and pull the shoulders onto the back. If your hand doesn't feel like reaching out forward today, then don't. Breathe in. Tiger pulling its tail pose. Reach back with the right hand to grab the left foot. You can grab a towel, a belt. We're not here very long. And kick your foot into the hand almost like you dancer, but feel from the belly and see if you could look off your right shoulder here. Feel from the belly, just move and open up the right shoulder. Come back down, tabletop. Other side. You need a child's pose, take it, reach back. Kimmy was totally late. I love it. Ellen has her windows open. She's hearing the birds. Tiger pulling its tail pose. In a playful way. Downward facing dog at about 3 or 4 breaths, no rush. I like to offer that time and space because this really helps develop your own practice. You know, you find in your own way really what you need. Step your right foot forward just about a foot, just like you did earlier. Inhale, reach your left leg up, back behind you. 3 times, exhale, pull your left knee behind your right. Inhale, push back up. 2 more times. So if you're practicing yoga asana just because you know you get a firm body by doing this, that's great. This is great for your buns. Inhale. Exhale, drop your left foot behind your right, just like we did before in class. Walk your hands back. You might need a block or a book or something underneath you. Inhale, revolved half moon. Raise your left leg back high. Left hand stays down. Sorry, I didn't put you up there. Right arm comes to the sky. Just like you did in your twist, it comes from your belly, your rib cage, your shoulder, then your gaze. And if you're ready for Monday, you're ready for this week, and you want to take that bind just like you did tiger pulling its tail, it might be there for you. If you fell, come back out of it. Try it again. That's in our nature, to try it again, right? Don't get discouraged. Bring yourself back to downward facing dog in about 4 breaths. No rush. If you need some push-ups or something else, take it. How did that feel? Awesome. Rachel and I work well together. We both have freakishly long limbs. Other side, when you're ready, raise your right leg high back behind you. Exhale, bend the knee behind the left 3 times. So healthy resistance as you reach up. Isn't it funny how you get attracted to like a teacher that, you know, you kind of have the same body, or you say have the same, natural gifts, open hamstrings, core strength. Moving into your revolved half moon, step your foot behind, walk your hands back. Block is about the center of the mat. Left leg is strong, right leg is back behind you. Just like it was in spinal balance, turn from your belly, your shoulders, the gaze. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Downward facing dog. Woo! How's that? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. You can lift up your leg if you need to, like a runner's lunge. Lower your left knee to the floor. Twisted gecko pose or lounge lizard, whatever you want to call it. I call it twisted gecko. Come to the outer edge of each foot. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up. You can be on or off your back knee. I just think this is just such an amazing, wonderful pose. All that work you did. Move into a runner's lunge or half split. If you're working on half split, you can move into that there, of course. But keep the muscles engaged. We're not here long, so 5 breaths. So yin is where we hold things for a long time with no muscle work. Okay, if you've ever had braces, and you had crooked teeth, you didn't go to the orthodontist and they pulse and move your teeth. They would fall out of your head. They hold things for a time. Hands to the floor, 3-legged dog. Okay, all the movements we did today is working for the muscles. Other side, when you're ready, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Find your twist. So yin and yang play lovely together. Yes, there's a little bit of yang. If you've seen the Tadaju symbol, the black and the white and the black, there's a little bit of yin and the yang and the yang and the yin. You can't have one without the other. Good, 5 breaths. Muscles are still working. Otherwise, you're hanging into the joints and they're not supported here. If you're not supported, there's going to be harm. Okay, there's going to be dis-ease. Maybe some place in your life like that. That's where suffering is, they say. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to downward facing dog. And come back to Dandasana when you're ready. Seated staff pose. That's an active posture. Lower the knees. Push through the heels. Some teachers say push through the heels so the heels lift. I like to push the heels onto the floor, push the thighs down, and then find an engagement. Figure out what works for you. Okay, breathe in. Cobbler's pose. Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring them in tight. Again, this is still active. Push your knees down. So the outer knees push down. And you're sitting up nice and tall. Hands can come alongside you, back behind you, wherever, to find that length there. Okay, this is active. Pull the toes away from each other. Tuck your chin in. Baddha Konasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straddle pose. Take your feet wide. Now a little bit more of yin. Fold forward. Find a place where you can relax and soften. not forcing anything at all. Close your eyes. So this offering by Yogi Bhajan, and he uses the word God. The word God, you can use whatever dogma you subscribe to. But he says, the one who generates, organizes, delivers, or destroys. This universal intelligence. It's called prana. God is not off somewhere inaccessible and far. Each inhalation confirms God's presence in you right here, right now, right where you are. Why should truth between man and God not be spoken aloud? What is that lie man told man to keep him from feeling proud? Proud of God who breathes within, divine being of light, covered with skin. When a body dies, there's still air inside. What's gone is prana, essence of life itself, cannot be bought with the greatest wealth. Prana, subtle essence of God, primal energy released when the atom was split, basic building block of the universe. All human life depends on it. God's loving gift of constantly renewed power to hear, see, and say. How you choose to use it liberates or condemns you moment to moment, every day. Take away prana, only a shell remains, no matter what wealth or material gains. Breathe slowly, breathe deeply, your mind will be calm. Besides, you'll live longer and seldom be wrong. Value your breath, it's sacred. It's sacred, it's pure. If there's anything divine in you, it's your breath for sure. Again, the universal intelligence, that wisdom that is healed, cut, a burn that helped you balance in class today. The one that generates, organizes, delivers, or destroys. This is the connection we have. Slowly start to build yourself all the way up. Bring the soles of the feet back together. Lower all the way onto your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. And can you bring your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your belly? What you know to be true. May we continue to move from this place of devotion to the truth, peace, love, light. Pull your knees together. Take your legs off the wall for a moment. But I want you to keep your eyes open and look at your feet. The feet walk you on the earth. The feet that have walked you everywhere in your life. So grateful for these legs, this vessel. Reach your arms out long, turn your palms up. When you do this, you open your heart. You can stay right here with legs up the wall if you like to go into more of a traditional shavasana. Bend your knees, take your feet flat. Extend your legs long along the earth. And just to get you set up, push your heels into the floor. Push your hands, press your arms, press the back of the head, and lift the whole body. Lift your chest up, lift your hips, lift your legs. Lift everything up, up, up. And then when you're ready, lower your legs, your butt, your heart. Receive this practice here of Shavasana, total rest and bliss. Draw the attention back to the earth, all the places that your body touches, from the back side to the earth, front of your body, touches towards the heavens. Places between the skin, the bones, muscles, your body that you've been given. It's beautiful. Good. Find some movement here to reawaken this energy, this prana, to move your life today. And as you're moving and you come to a place of awakening, consider those that will benefit from your practice, those that you encounter, those you think about, those you pray for, that also receive the gift of your yoga practice. The way you move today, the way you express yourself today, all comes from this same place. We consume this idea that we move from a place of peace and love. The more we practice it, the more it's true. To come up to seated, let this be a remembrance to move from this place of love, light, and truth. Let's meet each other here. We'll verbally make a commitment to each other to seal our practice and to continue to move in this place. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, everybody. We sure miss you, but I'm glad we get a chance to connect this way. Lots of classes still going on, YouTube, Power Life Live. All of these are saved as well, so sometimes you don't make it. I know some of you are late. And you said that. I know, I love you. So they're always saved. So just because you can't make it at the same time, you know, you can come back onto the Power Life. What else? Is that it?
I don't know. I miss you guys.
Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, of course, Rachel, for
Thank you.
being my body.
I feel blissful now.
Okay, we'll see you Wednesday and Friday, same time. Love
Bye,
you.
friends.
Bye. Namaste.
Oh, Gayle, amazing.
Yay.